Once upon a time, in a quiet forest filled with tall trees and singing birds, there lived a silly squirrel named Sammy. Sammy was known for his mischievous nature and his constant desire for adventure. One sunny day, Sammy woke up feeling determined to try something daring. He decided he would try to learn how to fly, just like the birds he always watched from the treetops. Without wasting a second, Sammy scurried up to a branch and took a deep breath. With his tiny paws outstretched, Sammy flung himself off the branch, determined to soar through the sky. But alas, instead of soaring gracefully through the air, Sammy found himself tumbling head over heels in midair. Oops! He squeaked as he crashed into a pile of leaves, narrowly escaping a prickly bush. Undeterred by his failed attempt, Sammy decided to try a different approach. He had heard about flying squirrels, so he thought maybe he could become one. Sammy spent hours observing flying squirrels and studying their gliding techniques. Finally feeling confident, Sammy climbed up the highest tree he could find, took a deep breath, and leaped into the air, stretching his arms out wide. To his surprise, instead of gliding smoothly through the air like the flying squirrels, he landed right on top of a clumsy raccoon's head, turning it into a temporary hat. Embarrassed but still determined, Sammy dusted himself off and tried to think of another solution. He remembered seeing big colorful leaves on a nearby tree that the wind often blew away. With a mischievous grin on his face, he came up with a plan. Sammy gathered as many of those leaves as his tiny paws could carry and fashioned them into a makeshift pair of wings. He stood at the edge of a tall branch, ready to take flight once again. Spread wings, Sammy gave one last look around, and then jumped. To everyone's surprise, including Sammy's, the leaf wings caught the gentle breeze, and he found himself gliding through the air. His heart filled with joy as he looked down at the amazed forest creatures below. To everyone's surprise, including Sammy's, the leaf wings caught the gentle breeze, and he found himself gliding through the air. His heart filled with joy as he looked down at the amazed forest creatures below. But just when Sammy thought he had mastered flying, a gust of wind suddenly carried him into a group of chattering birds. Caught in the midst of their wingspan, poor Sammy spun around uncontrollably. The birds, not understanding what was happening, squawked and scolded him for interrupting their flight. Finally, Sammy managed to wriggle free from the bird squadron, his leaf wings in tatters. He landed on a soft bed of moss, disheveled but full of laughter. He realized that while flying might not be his thing, he had certainly found a new way to bring joy and laughter to those around him. From that day forward, Sammy embraced his silly and adventurous nature wholeheartedly, always finding ways to make others laugh and brighten their day. The forest creatures learned to expect the unexpected from Sammy, making their lives a little more amusing and exciting. And so, with a mischievous twinkle in his eyes, Sammy the silly squirrel continued his playful antics, spreading laughter and joy throughout the enchanted forest for all time to come.